Have you ever heard of a book so powerful, so dangerous that just owning it is a risk? Shams al-Ma'arif, the Son of Knowledge, is whispered about from Cairo to Istanbul. It promises secrets of the universe but warns that some knowledge is best left undisturbed. Feared and forbidden, it blends sacred verses with magic, making it both potent and controversial. The quest to understand it is a journey into the heart of mystery itself. To understand the book, we must first understand the man behind it. His name was Ahmad al-Buni. He lived and died in the 13th century, a time of great intellectual and spiritual ferment in the Islamic world. Al-Buni was not some fringe outcast practicing his arts in secret. He was a respected scholar, a Sufi mystic, and a mathematician. He lived in what is now Algeria, and was part of a tradition that saw no conflict between science, spirituality, and the esoteric arts. For him, numbers were not just for counting. They were divine, a language through which God communicated the structure of the universe. Al-Buni's world was one where the physical and the metaphysical were deeply intertwined. Scholars studied astronomy to determine prayer times, but they also studied astrology to understand cosmic influences. Al-Buni dedicated his life to exploring these connections. He believed that the letters of the Arabic alphabet, the names of God, and specific verses from the Quran all possessed a hidden, numerical and spiritual power. If one could understand the system, one could harness that power. Shams al-Ma'arif was his life's work, a grand compilation of this secret knowledge, a manual for interacting with the unseen world. The full title of the book is Shams al-Ma'arif al-Kubra wa Lataif al-Awarif, which translates to the great son of knowledge and the subtle subtleties of known things. It is not simply a list of spells, it is a complex system of esoteric science. The book is filled with intricate tables, magic squares, and talismans. It provides detailed instructions for numerology, astrology, and the summoning of spiritual entities like jinn and angels. Each procedure is meticulous, requiring specific timing, materials, and states of ritual purity from the practitioner, blending scientific precision with deep spiritual devotion. This was Al-Buni's ultimate goal, to create a comprehensive guide. A guide for those who sought a deeper connection with the divine, a way to understand the hidden patterns of creation. He saw his work not as black magic, but as a legitimate spiritual science, a way to tap into the inherent power that God had placed within the cosmos. However, history would see it differently. His complex and powerful work would soon become legendary, not just for the knowledge it promised, but for the danger it was believed to represent, casting a long shadow that continues to fascinate and frighten people to this very day. To understand this controversial book, we travel back to 13th century Algeria, to the city of Beaune, ancient city of the jujube fruit. Here, Ahmad al-Buni was born, a scholar, Sufi mystic, and one of history's most famous occultists. He lived in a time of vibrant ideas where philosophy, science, and mysticism flourished. Al-Buni saw letters and numbers as echoes of creation, holding divine power. His quest for hidden meaning led him to write the mysterious Shams al-Ma'arif. Ahmad al-Buni lived in a world where science and spirituality blended. Scholars were astronomers, mathematicians, and mystics. Believing numbers and letters held sacred power. Al-Buni embodied this fusion. Memorizing the Quran and studying mathematics and letter mysticism, he believed understanding the spiritual properties of letters could create powerful talismans. Al-Buni's work became a true son of knowledge, illuminating hidden sciences for generations. Shams al-Ma'arif was more than a book. It was the result of Al-Buni's lifetime of study and spiritual practice. He saw himself as an architect, uncovering divine rules that governed the cosmos. But his detailed instructions for summoning jinn and using Quranic verses in rituals sparked deep controversy. Al-Buni's work became a legend, forever linked to forbidden power and dark secrets. Within the legendary Shams al-Ma'arif lies a dense, structured encyclopedia of esoteric science divided into 4 pillars, each building on the last. The first pillar explores the mystical power of Arabic letters and their cosmic connections. The second focuses on prayer and astrology, teaching that timing is everything. The final sections reveal practical magic, talismans, magic squares, and summoning spirits, knowledge both powerful and perilous. At the heart of Shams al-Ma'arif is the idea that the universe is built on a divine language, letters and numbers as the building blocks of creation. For Al-Buni, the Arabic letters were sacred, each with cosmic properties. A leaf, for example, links to the number 1 fire and the archangel Gabriel. The 99 names of God are central, each name a powerful formula. Words and names become numbers, revealing hidden connections and divine power. This is not about dark pacts, but aligning with the sacred structure of creation itself. Shams al-Ma'arif offers a detailed guide to crafting talismans and magic squares, powerful objects believed to attract specific energies and produce real-world effects. These talismans combine sacred verses, divine names, and astrological symbols, created with ritual purity and precise materials. Central to many designs are magic squares, grids where numbers align in harmony, reflecting the balance of the universe. For al-Buni, this was a fusion of mathematics, art, and spiritual invocation. Shams al-Ma'arif is infamous for its detailed rituals to summon and command spiritual entities, jinn, angels, and planetary rulers. These rituals demand intense preparation, purification, and the chanting of powerful invocations. Every detail matters. A single mistake can invite disaster or deception. Success promises immense power, but the risks are equally great, making this book both feared and desired for centuries. Shams al-Ma'arif reveals a cosmos teeming with invisible life, structured by divine law. Angels of pure light serve at the top, while jinn, created from smokeless fire, possess free will and can be good or evil. Al-Buni's book categorizes these beings, offering rituals to contact them, but warns of their dangers. There are also planetary and elemental spirits, each with unique powers. With the right knowledge, we can engage with the vast, unseen forces shaping our universe. From the start, Shams al-Ma'arif was condemned by religious scholars, who saw it as a gateway to forbidden knowledge and shirk, associating partners with God. They argued its rituals were sorcery, not supplication, and issued fatwas declaring it haram. Driven underground, the book's mystique only grew, becoming a symbol of rebellion and secret power. Beyond the theological arguments of scholars, the controversy surrounding Shams al-Ma'arif was fueled by a darker and more personal kind of evidence stories. For centuries, terrifying tales have been told about those who dared to tamper with the book's secrets and paid a terrible price. These cautionary tales spread through communities like wildfire, serving as potent warnings against meddling with forces beyond human comprehension. They speak not just of damnation in the afterlife, but of very real and horrifying consequences in this world. Consequences that could shatter a person's life, family, and sanity. One common thread in these stories is the theme of madness. There are countless accounts of individuals who, after beginning to practice the rituals from the book, descended into insanity. They were said to be plagued by unseen entities, tormented by terrifying visions, and haunted by whispers that no one else could hear. These tales suggest that the human mind is not equipped to handle direct contact with the unseen realm. By opening a door that was meant to remain closed, these unfortunate practitioners were overwhelmed by the forces they had unleashed, their sanity crumbling under the immense spiritual and psychological pressure of their forbidden work. Other stories focus on ruin and misfortune. A merchant who used a talisman from the book to gain wealth suddenly finds his business collapsing into bankruptcy. A man who cast a spell to win the love of a woman finds himself in a relationship filled with misery and strife. These narratives serve as a powerful moral lesson. The power offered by the book is illusory and treacherous. Any gains are temporary and come at an unbearable cost. The jinn and spirits commanded through its rituals are depicted as clever tricksters who fulfill the letter of a command while twisting its spirit to bring about the summoner's ultimate destruction. Perhaps the most chilling tales are those of disappearance and death. Stories are whispered of practitioners who were found dead in their ritual circles under mysterious circumstances, or who simply vanished without a trace, leaving behind only strange symbols and the forbidden book itself. These legends cemented the idea that dealing with the book was a life-or-death gamble. Whether these stories are factual or simply folklore, their impact is undeniable. They have woven a powerful aura of fear around Shams al-Ma'arif, transforming it from a mere text into a cursed object, an artifact that brings ruin to all who possess it. Shams al-Ma'arif sits at the heart of a centuries-old debate. Is it sacred science or forbidden sorcery? For Ahmad al-Buni and the Sufis, exploring hidden patterns in letters and numbers was a path to divine understanding, not magic. Orthodox scholars disagreed, drawing a hard line. Any attempt to manipulate reality through rituals or talismans was black magic, regardless of intent. The use of Quranic verses in this context was seen as a dangerous distortion. This clash between mystical and legalistic interpretations has never been fully resolved. Shams al-Ma'arif embodies this tension, judged as both a guide to wisdom and a manual for sorcery. The controversy reveals more about our beliefs than the book itself. Ultimately, it forces us to ask, where do we draw the line between faith, knowledge, and power? Shams al-Ma'arif became the definitive grimoire of the Islamic world, shaping magical practices from Morocco to Indonesia. Its system of talismans, symbols, and rituals standardized esoteric arts for generations. The book's influence seeped into everyday life. Amulets and charms based on its designs became common, even among those who feared the book itself. Its reach extended from village sorcerers to royal courts, respected as both a source of power and a tool of danger. As Islam spread, so did the book's teachings, blending with local traditions in Africa, India, and Southeast Asia. Marabouts, mystics, and shamans adapted its rituals, making Shams al-Ma'arif a foundation for diverse magical systems. Its authority was immense, yet its origins often remained shrouded in secrecy. The Son of Knowledge unified a vast array of traditions under a shared esoteric heritage. Its legacy endures as both a cultural touchstone and a source of fascination. Shams al-Ma'arif's influence quietly crossed into Europe, shaping Western magic in unexpected ways. Through translations and shared sources, its ideas, magic squares, planetary seals, angelic names, entered European grimoires like the Key of Solomon. The science of magic squares, refined by Albuni, became central to Renaissance occultism. Figures like Agrippa adopted these methods, revealing a hidden lineage from east to west. This exchange challenges the notion of Western magic as purely European. It shows a shared human quest for hidden knowledge, transcending religious and cultural boundaries. The echoes of Albuni's work are found throughout Western esotericism. The Son of Knowledge cast its light far beyond its origins, shaping the occult traditions of both worlds. In the digital age, Shams al-Ma'arif has found new life among global occultists. Online communities and fresh translations have made its teachings accessible to a wider audience than ever before. Western practitioners are drawn to its complexity and authenticity, seeing it as a powerful alternative to familiar magical systems. The book's blend of mathematics, astrology, and spirituality offers a holistic approach that resonates today. Yet, this revival raises concerns. Removing the book from its Islamic context risks misunderstanding and disrespect. Critics warn that using its rituals without proper reverence is both dangerous and culturally insensitive. The debate now includes not just magic versus science but also cultural appropriation and responsibility. Shams al-Ma'arif remains as controversial and compelling as ever. Why does Shams al-Ma'arif still captivate us? It's the allure of the forbidden and the promise of hidden knowledge. The book offers a glimpse into a world of spirits and cosmic forces, tempting us with warnings of danger. In an age of science, we still crave enchantment and mystery. Its reputation for danger only amplifies its appeal. If it were harmless, it wouldn't inspire such fear or fascination. Reading it becomes an act of spiritual daring, a quest for answers to life's deepest questions. It promises agency in a chaotic world, suggesting we can shape our own destinies. The legends of its power endure because they speak to our desire for control and understanding. As long as we seek the unknown, the Son of Knowledge will continue to call from the shadows. Its mystery is timeless, its temptation undiminished. Shams al-Ma'arif's journey through history proves the resilience of powerful ideas. From medieval scholars to modern occultists, its legend has survived prohibition and skepticism. The book blurs the lines between science, magic, and faith, inviting us to reconsider the nature of reality. Its dual legacy is feared as a source of peril, revered as a beacon for seekers. It remains on the fringes, too controversial for the mainstream, too compelling to be forgotten. The Son of Knowledge stands as a monument to humanity's drive to explore the unknown. Its true power lies not in its rituals, but in our enduring fascination with the possibility that its secrets might be real. The sun Albuni set in motion still shines, challenging and inspiring all who dare to seek its light.